Would you like to get the out of here? Why not buy an island where you can avoid the apocalypse and everybody else?
So I recently got into the idea of buying an island, not because I can afford it, but mainly because I read it was something that millionaires were doing in COVID, which kind of gives me avoiding the apocalypse via wealth kind of vibes.
There are all sorts of affordable islands around.
So I asked a guy.
We were selling an island as cheap as 1 million.
Richard squeezed me in between meetings with prospective island buyers because apparently the island market is booming at the moment, hence the car. Do I fit the mold of your standard clientele?
Probably not. The clientele would be more business orientated. They'd be people that had anything from medium business to large business, but now they've worked out that they can work from home or they can work from an island.
And there's been so much happening in the island market lately. Over in Vanuatu, there's a sustainable smart city being established that will run entirely on cryptocurrency and blockchain. Meanwhile, Double Island has gone derelict, and the Queensland government is chasing up the owners for not maintaining the premises. But the Hong Kong-based billionaire owner has a lease on the island until 2099. Australia has more than 8,000 islands, but of course, not all of them are available for sale. Like, of the hundreds of islands surrounding Tasmania, only 9 are available for freehold. And with all the chat around international relations lately, there has been concerns that some islands could be calculated purchases and threats to our national security. The current owner of the conflict islands raised that he was being approached by Chinese buyers, which A Current Affair had some things to say about.
The conflict islands could host Navy and Air Force bases. This just 940 kilometres from Cairns. And there's nothing stopping China snapping them up.
Richard said that before COVID, he was often fielding
A lot of crackpots. They've had a clairvoyant said, you're going to win lotto, so they've gone out and they've wasted my time for a day and a half.
But things have apparently changed.
Previously, I guess I was dealing with people who want to get away from the world, or they've got too much inheritance. It was a prestige thing that the island represents. In the last couple of years, that's all changed. We've probably had more inquiry in the last 12 months than we've had in 2 or 3 years.
But there's something around the island market that reminds me of, what is it? Oh yeah, climate change. NASA has found that the average global sea level has increased by 9.1 centimetres and could continue to rise by more than half a centimetre each year by 2050.
Here in Australia, there's no real evidence that you're going to lose your island due to a rise in sea levels. There are islands in the Solomons and other areas which are sand islands, and sand islands will occasionally move. You'll lose some of the sand through just general water action, maybe cyclones, where most of Australian islands are pretty solid. They're on rock, and most of them are about 5 metres above the high water mark.
But what does it actually cost to buy an island, I hear you ask?
Where I was yesterday, that was Wedge Island. Wedge Island is all of 1.795. It's a beautiful island. A restoration island, that's about 4 million. And then we can go further up to a place called Hicks Island, 1.2 million. It's 80 million. Temple Island. And that is $3.75 million island. And that's Campigny Island, that's in New Gladstone. Another island in just off south of Mackay. And that missed out on one very, very important island, which is Swears Island.
So with the right cash, you too can own a piece of paradise.